Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Genshin video. So, new event is with us, the Misty Dungeon Realm of Light, and for those who are long-time players, this is just a remake of a previous event, the Misty Dungeon theme. But in this video, let's just talk about the dungeon, or the event itself, go through the rewards, and then kind of give you guys a rundown of what you're going to be expecting per run. And then maybe I'll do a second video specifically on the Lightbringer trial if that is in any way difficult. That's kind of hinting at these other ones not being difficult in any way. So pretty much the general gist of the event is per day you'll get 2 of these challenges, 2 for the first day, 2 for the second, 2 for the third, and then also, or rather 3 for the third because this one's also in 3 days. And so that's a total of, quick maths, 7 trials. And what you'll have to essentially do is click on one of the trials if you haven't done it, and then read whatever you have to do. There's a bunch of challenges here. They give Primogems, we'll take that in a second. Go to challenge and you'll be able to craft your own team of predetermined characters. So for this team, you have Raiden, Shogun, Tartaglia, Sucrose, Barbara, Xingqiu, Beidou, or Kujo Sara. Pretty good characters, and obviously here you can see what kind of bonuses they'll have inside the actual dungeon, which we'll get into what this plunder thing is in just a second. And this is essentially what you'll have to do for each run, and each run does have different characters. So for the first one there, you saw Raiden, Shogun, Tartaglia. The second one, Freezing Trial, has Ayaka, Mona, and a bunch of other characters, Diana, Barbara, Xingqiu, Kaya. And obviously the characters are kind of targeted for the theme of the little Leylander sword here. Now before we jump into explaining what the plunder is and explaining what you have to do per run, the rewards are pretty simple. You're just going to be getting a handful of Primogems. It seems 60 Primogems per trial, so that's pretty decent. A total of 6 times 7, or whatever the maths is, that's how many you get. I think that's 420 Primogems in total from this event. Not too bad. But along that, you also get a bunch of more talent material, Hero's Wit, and Mystic Ore Enhancement. As well, if you want, you can compete with your friends in terms of getting a combat record here. Just records your clear time record, which is can you clear it the fastest, the strongest single strike, which, you know, I don't know who's competing for that really. Least damage taken and electrocharged reactions record per run, and that obviously has to do with the challenge affixes. So be sure to read carefully what you have to do for the actual trials, as this first one here is the Thundershock trial, and you trigger 20 electrocharged reactions, and the team is funneled towards that kind of playstyle, even though because it has Raiden, Shogun, and Tartaglia. By the way, very simple to do, not difficult in any way. So once you enter Misty Dungeon Realm, you'll be given a bit of tutorial on what you'll have to do, and essentially you are presented with a massive area that you have to explore, containing of different corridors, different rooms, different areas, tunnels, passageways, whatever you can think of, whatever you want to call it. You'll have to traverse through it, kind of finding your way to these markers. In certain rooms, you'll see a beam of red light and a corresponding marker. Now, the markers actually have no significance. You don't actually have to do it in any order, but you do have to get all 3 markers in total to clear this red little kind of floating rock here of the red sigils and turn them to yellow, thus making it so you're able to interact with the mechanism in the middle here and then drop down to another platform, kill a bunch more enemies, and then you'll also be able to then complete the dungeon and gain rewards. And then for each mechanism that you have to unlock with the sigils, you have to just fight another assortment of enemies. Nothing too difficult, overall very easy. That is kind of the fundamental part of the domain/event. And something to help you guys along the way is you have 2 different, previously it was a lot more of these things and a lot, they worked a bit differently, but now we just have 2 different kind of helpful challenges. One where it's the rejuvenation, which once you complete a bunch and kill a bunch of enemies, you'll be able to then revive all your characters on your team. And then the plunder, which essentially you can see on the character creation screen or team creation screen, is that the plunder gain is a 60% / 20, 220%, something like that. Each plunder will boost the damage up to a total of 3 times boosted to a total of 4, some like, you know, high percentage of damage. And then completing these plunders pretty much just gives you a damage boost. That's about it, really. There's no other benefit to use these. If you're looking for speed, don't do them. If you're looking for damage and certainty, do them. It's pretty straightforward. And then the last thing to do with the actual Misty Dungeon Realm of Light is these turrets. So in each room and corridor and tunnel and whatever, you'll find potentially a elemental turret that once you get near it will shoot the corresponding element at you, dealing pretty high damage. Don't take these damage for granted. If you don't have a shield or a healer on the team, you might actually get screwed over by these. I know I did one time with my Ayaka that I was using in the freezing one. But just so you guys know, be careful of these turrets. Kind of try to play away from them. But you also can destroy them. Bear that in mind. They're pretty easy to destroy. I think just any kind of damage, physical or elemental, will destroy them. And essentially, you're going to be jumping into the run, and just to give you guys a rundown of like just one of the sigils, you interact with it, and a bunch of enemies spawn. Now, these enemies are in no way, shape, or form difficult. The characters that you're provided, which is 2 5-stars and an assortment of 4 stars, are way more than enough to be able to handle any amount of enemy in this game, especially the event, or when the characters rather are something like Tartaglia, Raiden, Shogun. It is extremely easy, if I do say so myself. Not having struggled on this one, having struggled a bit on the second challenge, which has to do with freezing and whatnot, but overall, on this one and the future ones, I expect to have a pretty easy time with just the chosen 5 stars. And that's pretty much the whole event. I'm not going to do a run of these challenges, mainly because they're not too difficult. If anything, I'll create a future video doing the Lightbringer challenge or the Lightbringer trial, whatever it's called, showcasing that one, because that one looks like it might be a tad on the difficult side, or maybe interesting side, to say the least. But that's pretty much been this whole video. The event is not that expansive. The event doesn't have too many things to do in it, and it doesn't have, you know, a phenomenal amount of customization and character power gain and whatnot. It's just a little dungeon event where you choose your own team from an assortment of characters, and in the end you'll be able to claim some rewards if you do all the challenges. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So that's this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like it, and if you enjoy this type of content, subscribe and ring the bell to stand notified when I upload. I am also streaming on this channel most nights, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Watch me if you want. We're playing Final Fantasy. Have a great day, stay hydrated, and I'll see you next one. Peace out.